Hi folks, this is John with Remodeling Wizards of Maryland. I'm here today to talk with you about what it will cost to have your deck fixed up a little bit and stained, washed and stained. I'm at a deck that we did about 2 years ago, so I want to show you the condition of that because I think that's really important. I know a lot of contractors, they show the brand new decks the day after they're stained, but I want to show you something that's 2 years old. Typically with a deck, when you stain it and you do 2 coats of stain, it should last, I would say, maybe 4 or 5 years, okay, before you have to restain it. But a lot of it depends on the condition of the wood when you start the original stain work. This particular deck was about 15 years old when we stained it, so it really had a lot of neglect. We had to clean it up. We had to replace some of the boards and then put 2 coats of stain on it. If this deck was newer than that, it would have lasted a lot longer. So that's something you need to think about. If you let your deck go for a long time, even after you stain it, it's not going to last as long as it would if you were maintaining it on a regular basis. So let's take a look at the deck here. We actually use Seekins. That was the stain product that we use. This deck is not really white. It actually has a gray tint to it. If you take a look over here, I'm going to bring you over here and just show you some of the areas after 2 years that look like they are problem areas. Take a look right here. You can see where the paint's actually starting to chip off. So we have a couple solutions for that. One is we can, brush this off and put another coat of stain on here and get it looking nice. But again, it's only a temporary fix, as this is an old board. The other thing, which might be the best idea, would be to look at wood like this that the paint started to chip after about 2 years, and to pull up the boards, put new boards down. Let me show you an area where we did replace a board. I can actually tell from looking at it. Here's a board right here. Now notice I got 2 boards side by side. This was the original 15-year-old board. You can see it's, even though we stained it, it looked great 2 years ago, but it's starting to come through now because the split is getting larger. And take a look at this board here. See how nice and smooth this is? That's because this is a replacement board. So if you replace the wood on your deck, you should expect it to look like this after 2 years. Now take an overall look at the whole deck. You can see how big this deck is. This deck is probably about 24 by 20 feet. So it's a pretty large deck here. And to do a project like this, a deck including doing the decking, that means washing it, cleaning it up, replacing some of the boards, putting some new, actually in this particular deck, they put new caps all along the rails, so the top board is all brand new. A project like that can cost you anywhere between $1,800 and $3,000. What's the difference? Depends on how old that deck is, how much prep work we have to do, and how many boards we have to repair. Great talking to you all. Hope to see you in the next video.